Today we are going to discuss the topic of conciliation proceedings which come under Industrial Dispute Act. UGC प्रिपरेशन का ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है कि आपको conciliation proceedings का पूरा टेबल पता हो. If you come to conciliation proceedings के अंदर दो ऑफिसर्स आते हैं. One is a single person which is known as conciliation officer. Other is the board of conciliation which is a group of persons. पहला person that is conciliation officer, it is very important from theoretical point of view. However, if you go to practical aspect, it is very rarely constituted. Conciliation officer जो होता है, he is appointed under section 4 of Industrial Dispute Act. ये एक public servant है जो appoint होता है under section 21 of IPC. Under section 21 of IPC, this person who is appointed under section 4, he is deemed to be a public servant. This person have many powers, but however there is one rider. वो rider ये कहता है कि this person cannot pass an order. इस person के पास कोई order pass करने की पावर नहीं है. ये करता क्या है? ये just दोनों parties को बिठाता है, आपस में negotiate करते हैं and decide करते हैं क्या करना है. Method how this person work. Number 1, he decides a date जिस दिन हमें decide करना है कि parties को कैसे proceed करना है. Then on the appointed day एक नोटिस जाता है पार्टीज को कि आप इस दिन प्रेजेंट हो और प्रेजेंट होके हम सेटलमेंट के लिए स्टार्ट करें. The moment the parties appear, उन्हें अपेयर होना ही पड़ता है. इस केस में ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रिक्विजिट है. रीजन बीइंग सीपीसी ने दिस पर्सन को एम्पावर किया है कि दिस पर्सन कैन एनफोर्स द अटेंडेंस ऑफ द पार्टीज. The moment the parties appear, they sit down and this person decides, कोशिश करता है कि सेटल किस तरह से करी जाए डिस्प्यूट. अगर तो सेटलमेंट हो जाती है, that basically means अगर हमारा सेटलमेंट हो जाती है, फिर we come to this procedure. अगर सेटलमेंट नहीं होती तो ये क्या करता है? एक फेलियर रिपोर्ट बनाता है. अगर तो सेटलमेंट हो जाती है, then he have to prepare a memorandum of settlement ये बनाता है, which have to be given to the appropriate government within the period of 14 days. अगर सेटलमेंट अलाइव नहीं होती, then he have to prepare a failure report. This failure report has also to be sent to the appropriate government within the period of 14 days. Now the appropriate government have two choices if the settlement is done. First choice is that they can make a reference to the board or the tribunal. The second choice is that if they feel कि हमें reference नहीं करनी board और tribunal को, then this authority have to state the reasons to the parties why are we not referring the case to the appropriate government. This was all regarding conciliation officer. Now we come to the other authority which is known as board of conciliation. This is also constituted by notification in official gazette as was done in the case of conciliation officer. This authority has one chairman and two other persons, two or more other members. It is the sole prerogative of the government कि वो decide करे कि मुझे 2 members चाहिए या 4 members चाहिए. जो चेयरमैन होगा इस अथॉरिटी के अंदर, ही इज अ पर्सन हु इज अनकनेक्टेड विद द डिस्प्यूट. उसका डिस्प्यूट के साथ कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं होगा. दैट इज व्हाई ही इज एन इम्पार्शियल पर्सन. सेकेंड थिंग, 2 और 4 मेंबर्स जो हमने अपॉइंट किए हैं, दे आर इक्वल इन नंबर टू रिप्रेजेंट अ पार्टी टू द डिस्प्यूट. इस बोर्ड के पास सर्टेन स्पेसिफिक पावर्स हैं बिकॉज इट इज अ जुडिशियल बोर्ड. नंबर 1, एग्जामिन एनी पर्सन ऑन ओथ. किसी भी पर्सन को एग्जामिन कर सकता है ऑन ओथ. नंबर 2, इशू कर सकता है कमीशन फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ विटनेसेस. नंबर 3, कंपेलिंग प्रोडक्शन ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड मटेरियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स. सी आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज अ जुडिशियल बोर्ड. ऐसा क्यों कहा? बिकॉज इट इज डीम्ड, दीज प्रोसीडिंग्स आर डीम्ड टू बी जुडिशियल प्रोसीडिंग्स अंडर आईपीसी. राइट. नेक्स्ट, now the matter has come to this board which is referred by the appropriate government. Now the board have to see कि what kind of proceedings are there. Is it a public utility services or a not public utility services? If it is a public utility services, example railways, then the board has to refer the matter to the appropriate government, and after the reference from the appropriate government, once it is done in that case and another it is done in that case, the board have to comply the requirements of section 22. In section 22 there are requirements of notice. ये तो था public utility services. Now coming back to not public utility services. अगर ये मैटर not public utility services का है, then notice की कोई requirement नहीं है. It is the sole prerogative of this person, board of the conciliation का chairman, कि वो कब proceeding start करनी है. जब भी appropriate government refer करे, they can start the proceedings any time. Then we come to the procedure. नंबर 1 इनिशिएट हो गया मैटर, स्टार्ट हो गया, पब्लिक यूटिलिटी का देख लिया, नॉन पब्लिक यूटिलिटी वी हैव सीन. देन next step, after doing everything, if the settlement is arrived, means if the settlement is concluded, then the report have to be published and signed by all the members of the board. It has to be done in 30 days. एक तो report publish करनी है. The second stage which we have to follow is that the report have to be submitted to the government within 2 months. Thereby it means that 2 reports have to be given if the conclusion is arrived. One is which is published within 30 days, other a report which is referred to the appropriate government within 2 months or in shorter period fixed by the government. Next we come to the stage, let us suppose if there is a failure report, means the settlement is not arrived at. In that case, again the report have to be given to the appropriate government within the period of 2 months. However, this report now have to be a detailed report. That basically means it must include the facts and circumstances, the finding, all the stages and the reason why the settlement was not arrived at. It is a very important part of conciliation proceeding.